Poleon, hat-trick hero, back on to winning ways. Must feel pretty good tonight.
Yeah, man. Long time coming. We've had a bit of a blip, so it was important that we put things right and put a performance in and put our past performances behind us and look forward.
It seems like a long time since that 6-0 win at Worthing, which was the last time the Fleet were really firing on all cylinders. And between then and now, it has been tricky, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're privileged to have had such a good start. So when you do come up against a blip, you've got to bounce back. We can't down tools. We're all positive. We've all put the work in, and sometimes that's football. You can't win every game. Everyone knows that we're not happy with our performances and how the past few performances have gone. So it's important that we put that behind us and look forward.
Was there any factor that you can put your finger on as why it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden today, it's back on track again?
Not really, but we just know it wasn't good enough. And I think as players, as a club, we're in a privileged position. We go into most games being the favourite. There's an expectation. There's Ebbsfleet play good football. Ebbsfleet score all these goals. So when it gets hard and the past performances have come behind us, we just got to be positive. We've got a good group. We've got a good manager. We believe in what we do, and today was really, really important.
You showed a lot of quality today, didn't you? All over the pitch.
Yeah, and that's something that we've been lacking. Personally, as a team, we all know it's not been good enough. So it made, if we would have looked 4 games ago, no one would have said that this game was crazy important. Everyone would have said the the 2 Dartford games back to back. But with how things went, it made today a massive, massive, massive game. So I'm just delighted. I'm delighted for the team, delighted for the boys, and delighted for the fans. So long may it continue.
You said about how this became a massive game. Did you feel that pressure coming into it, that you really were all determined to put it right?
100%. You didn't want to lose this one, and like I said, if we would have looked back and said, the Weymouth game would have been massive, we would have just said, it's another game. But that's football, things don't always go your way. So I'm really, really delighted, not only for myself, but for the team and for the boys and for the morale. We needed that.
For you personally, it was a great game. 3 goals. You must have been delighted to be back on the score sheet after having a bit of a barren run for a couple of games.
Yeah, for sure. As a striker, you want to score, and if you can't score, you want to make them, and that's not been happening. And you've got to stick to your beliefs. Don't get too down. One thing I always say: don't get too high when things are going well, and don't get too low when things are going low. It's a long season. Things swings and roundabouts, and today was really, really massive.
You're going to keep banging them in between now and the end of the season, I guess.
I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try my hardest. If my team keep performing how we're performing, and I keep performing which I know I can do, there's no stopping us.
Next weekend, one of your old clubs coming up, a trip down to Dover. That's going to be another tough game. They've got a change of management down there. They've got interim managers in place, and Andy Hessenthal has just moved on, so they're going to want to show what they can do against an Ebbsfleet side that themselves are going to want to make this run continue.
Yeah, for sure. You know what it's like in football when teams get a new manager. There's that everyone wants to impress, everyone wants to make a good impression. But for us, we just got to keep our heads down and keep doing what we've done today, not keep doing what we've been doing.
You can't look back, can you?
We have to look forward. It's a long season, and I really think that we're in a privileged position. And I think sometimes as players and as a club, sometimes you can forget that, take things for granted that we're so good and we keep winning. But it shows a testament to our character today to put a solid performance in at home, in front of the home fans.
Does it almost feel like the season started again for you?
Well, it's halfway. I think the Dartford game was the halfway point, so that's one half behind us. Now let's look forward to the second half of the season.
It's great to see you with a smile back on your face.
Thank you.
May it continue.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Cheers.